Give me your reasons for optimism going forward.
Okay, so I have 3 reasons for optimism. One is the most obvious, Trey Lance. I mean, regardless of what we want to say, there's excitement again. And I feel like the 49ers are let off the hook. And I talked about it after he played in week 17 that his play let them off the hook because fans are not going to be wondering all offseason if he's any good. They
Mhm.
saw it. They know that he's decent, right? They know that the kid can play. So I think that he saved their butt as far as that goes. And because of that excitement, even though the 49ers lost, it seems like that heartbreak from fans lasted a mere 24 hours and it was gone. So I think Trey Lance, that's number one reason for optimism. Number two reason for optimism, D'Amico Ryans is staying.
Mhm. Good one.
D'Amico Ryans is a hell of a defensive coordinator. To me, he was the best coach on this team all
Mm.
year long. And the fact that he pulled out of those interviews to stay with this team for another year, that is a massive leg up that they're going to have. Let's not forget, they went from one really good defensive coordinator to another, but they were growing pains. Next year, there's none of those growing pains are going to be there. They're going to start from week one right away, knowing exactly what D'Amico wants to do. D'Amico is going to know exactly how to coach in that position. They're going to be much better for it. And then I would say the third one is the wealth of talent on this team. I mean, we talk about Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Armstead starting to come into his own. Hopefully, he can keep it up. We know Ward's on the team. Ambry Thomas has shown well. We obviously know about Debo and Kittle. Hopefully, Lance is good. Mitchell, Trent Williams. There's a lot of really, really good players on this team. There's going to be turnover for sure. And we're going to talk about some of that possible turnover. But the core is extremely talented and it's going to be here for a while. Those to me are the 3 reasons for optimism.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little more specific with the rest of the core. I mean, they still have Debo.
Yeah.
That's the number one reason. He's the best player in football. He's the Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, LeBron James of football. He's changing the game. All you got to do is get him the ball, and he scores from 40 yards out. They have Debo. That's a big deal. Also, they have other young guys who I think should take steps forward. Um, Elijah Mitchell, year 2. He should be bigger, faster, stronger, more durable, all of it. Oh, Brandon Ayuk, year 3 with a quarterback who actually looks more than 10 yards down the field. You talk about Brandon Ayuk being in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse. Bullshit. He was in Jimmy's doghouse. God knows why. Jimmy doesn't look down the field, rarely. He hit Ayuk down the field against LA. I was like, what? I thought I hallucinated. I couldn't. It was one of the best throws Jimmy's ever made, and he rarely even attempts it. Ayuk needs someone who wants to throw the ball down the field. That's Lance. Ayuk's going to have a hell of a season next year. Mitchell's going to have a hell of a season next year. Jennings is going to have a hell of a season next year. He was buried behind old, washed up Mohamed Sanu for no good reason. Now Sanu's going to be gone, and Jennings going to have all those reps with the first team. This offense should actually be elite, and not because of the quarterback. The quarterback is going to be inexperienced but gifted, and he's going to be good, but he's going to be good primarily because of the supporting cast. His gifts will help, but wow, to me, this offense is tailor-made to make any quarterback look better than they are. And the fact that Jimmy could only put up league average numbers tells you a lot about Jimmy. If you had Matthew Stafford on this team with these weapons and that run game, he would have put up more. I mean, if you put Kirk Cousins on this team. So I think this supporting cast is really going to make Trey Lance bring out the best in him for sure.
You talk about Ayuk too. Ayuk and Lance are going to train together in the offseason. Again, those two are going to be this close going into next season.